Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Seresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for March 28, 2011. This is Patrick Seresna. As always, we start off with a chart of the S&P 500 using that SPDR exchange traded fund symbol SPY. We had a market bounce off that 126, 127 level, and we were contemplating whether or not that was actually the short-term low before the market came back for retesting of its highs, or whether there was still one more leg lower. That was to be determined basically off the level where we're trading at right now, around this 130 to 132 area. If for whatever reason we came out Monday, Tuesday with a selling coming right into the market, we certainly at that moment could not rule out the possibility that there'd still actually be one more leg lower to retest those lows before we would see a rally back to their highs. But right now the bulls actually are doing a pretty good job at rallying this back up. Unless there's an immediate reversal Monday or Tuesday, the follow through on the upside could very easily have us not only retest the previous highs, but actually go and temporarily make even a higher high going up into the 136, 138. We do actually favor the scenario of the market following through, but if for whatever reason we came in with 10 or 20 S&P points lower right off the bat on Monday, it would immediately make me consider an alternate scenario, but long as the bulls dig in and hold these support lines, favor the upside. Next year I want to take a look at the ISE US Regional Banks Index, which is a symbol JLO, and the regional banks have been holding their support lines around this 24.50 to 25 area on the downside. But we still have yet to get any bullish candle breakout above that blue line, which I've drawn in there last week. Essentially, we would need some good bullish price action above the 25.50 area on the upside to give an indication that the regional banks are prepared to make one more retest of their previous highs, if not a higher high. We still have yet to have any confirmation price action for that. Now, for whatever reason, if there was a catalyst that drove these regional banks down below the 24.50 lows and started some acceleration, that would be relatively bearish, but at this moment we do not suspect that that will be the likely scenario. Next year I want to take a look at the ISE Syndex, which is symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. We had created that short-term low right around that 120 level on the downside, and the rally back has actually been very impressive. Made it all the way back to our focal point at the 128 to 130 area where the initial breakdown originally occurred. If this was going to be just a temporary rally, it would probably reject from this level on the downside, but that would probably be accompanied by a broader market reversal. But so long as the broader market digs in with the type of momentum it had in the last week, there's room for now follow through all the way back to its previous highs around the 134, 136. We were relatively bearish on this index, but last week's price action has certainly given some bonus points to the bulls for a reversal here. Next year I want to take a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is symbol RUF, and the home builders are in the exact same situation as the regional banks. They've been testing key support lines around this 950, 970 area and have yet to actually make any price action confirmation to the upside indication that they're prepared to rally. But if home builders, for whatever reason, were able to muster up a rally above the 10, 10, 20 area this week, that would certainly go a long ways to giving the indication that the bulls were going to try to rally the home builders index. So long as we're below the 10, 10, 20, I'd probably take a far more neutral stance on the position. Next year I want to take a look at the ISE Natural Gas Index, which is symbol FUM. A very bullish week, which saw the natural gas index actually break to a higher high. This has really opened the window for further follow-through rallying. Very strong index at this point, and is certainly attracting a lot of attention. If this natural gas index it can hold that breakout day that it had on Friday. We should see the 143, 145 area probably by middle of this week. And there are some measured moves that indicate if there was a very bullish push, it could even go as high as the 150, 155. I don't necessarily want to target that level yet. That would be sort of like something that you keep an eye out for down the road. But initially here, anything that doesn't immediately reverse here should see 143, 145 by midweek. Finally, I want to take a look at that ISE Mini FTSE 100 index, which is symbol UKX. And like all the global indices, they've reversed at the same time as the S&P sort of did there. At this stage, we've also had that same type of a retracement higher, now testing our 585, 590 focal point above. This is sort of a key level, just the same as on the S&P, where a rejection off this 590 level could still have another retest of all of its previous lows. But so long as we see some early bullish follow through on Monday or Tuesday on the upside of all the global indices, and including the FTSE, then it opens the window for retesting of the previous highs. So you have a bullish bias to the upside, but be aware that any even 10-point reversal on the FTSE could open the window for a full retracement lower. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.